I want to talk to you about preparation. It's your freshman year of college. You go home for the summer. Mm-hmm. You're working in a marina. Mm-hmm. Do nothing to improve your ability. How much does reality hit when you get back to school the following year?
It's a great question. You probably touched on the single biggest shift in my philosophy in that year when I left Eastern Illinois, went back to Burlington for the summer. When I got back to football in the fall, I was the exact same, if not worse, as a player than I was when I left. And I had 4 months. And I didn't do very well in training camp. I struggled throughout the season. I wasn't playing, I was just a backup. But it was like, nah, this isn't going well. And that's when, right after that season, Coach Spoo called me in and asked me if I wanted to move to tight end. And so I said, I tell you what, Coach, if you still feel the same way after spring football, then we can have the discussion again. But let me go work at this and attack this, and hopefully I can change your mind here in the next 6 months, 8 months. He says, okay, I can allow that. So I made a commitment to every single day of my life, I was going to throw the football, study it, and do as much as I could to get as good as I can. And up until that point, you're almost just living life, and you're in football, but you're not in it. Like, you're not so immersed in it to absolutely get the best out of yourself. And I feel like from that point, that's that year where it shifted, where if you asked anyone during that time, you're going to see me throwing the football quite a bit, morning, noon, night. Open
you
gym.
Home and throw it into the couch, right?
Yeah, throw it into the couch at night. But I mean, like during basketball, we go to play basketball during the day in the off season, and I have a football there, and I'm dropping back as fast as I can, throwing the football on the side. You always had to find a buddy who's willing to no one wants to be that guy every time, so it's like, hey, will you do this right now? I'll give you something, So, I had a lot of buddies who'd throw under the lights late at night outside. Just a lot of people helped me along the way.
And your Eastern Illinois coaches up to that point really didn't think you were very good, right? I mean,
no, that's why they asked me to move to tight end.
Particularly hard on you too.
As they should be, I wasn't very good, and I needed to improve. And what happened, to wrap up the story, was basically 6 months later, when I went through the spring game, I went like 19 for 22, for like 3 touchdowns. And I asked Coach coming off the field, I said, do you mind if I stay at quarterback? He goes, yeah, I think you can stay at quarterback.
What's more satisfying to you, the process of improving or the actual event that you've prepared for?
Not even close. It's improving. By yourself and feeling like you actually are better than you were before brings me great joy. That's probably the best deep-rooted, joy I get from sports. Winning and losing, that stuff is all what makes it like competitively enjoyable. But it's like at your core, it's like when your kid smiles at you, it just does something, right? When they run in and give you a hug, it's just different. And in sports terms, for me, it's improving. It's about knowing I wasn't good at this before. I'm getting pretty good at this now, and I love that.